So I appreciate everybody that does show up to these races, and cheers Joe on, and cheers whoever else on. It's always cool, to see that. Like I said, this is my second time of the year broadcasting by myself with Jonathan Hambrick, who's actually in the race, who's running third at the moment. As we got a battle for the lead here with the 14 and 22. This has been a familiar sight pretty much all season, as most people know that watch. It's been pretty much Joe and Tyler and Ramon's show. So as the 14 looks on the outside, not going to think of it yet. This is what I was saying at the beginning of the race. Tyler Cox is a long flag run as he looks to the outside of the 22. Down the short back stretch of Chicagoland into turn 3. See who's got it, and looks like the 22 is just going to let the 14 go. No use in racing, but we do have a new leader, and Tyler Cox. Take a look back at Sutherland Boswell. I'm not sure exactly what truck he is driving this weekend. Maybe the Alabama. It's usually what he drives. It don't look like it is the Alabama truck. I cannot see it at the moment. Oh, the Vans truck. Okay. One nation, one team. That works. Do not count Sutherland out of this race whatsoever. He's got somebody that could really creep up there. Sutherland knows how to drive these trucks and knows how to drive this track. Same as Doc Stout. Doc Stout is, I'm telling you right now, he's got a really good truck. Doc does. We take a look at Ramon. We got a wreck. Sutherland Boswell into the wall. No caution is out. Sutherland either bounced off something and slammed something, but he plowed the wall as we look at him. Sutherland's year is just not going the way he really hoped. He's a really good driver, loads of talent, one of the best talents in the field, and just had a lot of bad luck happen. We're going to see if he's going to come in up ahead or actually try to stay out. It looks like he may try to come. No, he's going to stay out. I know the green flag runs here are not that many laps for gas. We're on 40 and 50 laps. I know they got a pit for gas. Take a look at Joe in the 22 truck. Ramon Clark's actually catching him, so we could have. See what happened to Jonathan Hambrick. It looks like he may have fell back just slightly, which I know when I was talking to him a lot this week, he was worried about the long run, and it seems like it's really coming back to him now. He is running the 4th place, however. And John's predicted a lot of wrecks here at the beginning, but so far, no real big crashes to bring up the caution. The 9 looks under the 22. And Ramon's going to probably make this pass going down into 3. Ramon Clark takes away 2nd. And this right here, this could get interesting. And Ramon spins. He spins it, He says it's going to bring out a caution. No damage to Ramon. Real quick. As Ramon sits here, he's got a little bit of damage to his truck, it looks like. Back end is plowed pretty good. He'll be all right, though. He's got 2 quick repairs. He'll probably go ahead and take one. It looks like the tires are really starting to loosen up on these cars, and it seems like the truck's really starting to get loose. So that was a 20-lap run. Quite a bit of damage to the 9 truck, the Burger King, Dr. Pepper, Toyota. This could get interesting. We're going to watch this for a minute. As we should have some pit stops here. We're going to actually bring in our in-race commentator right here in just a second after his pit stop is complete. I know Sutherland really liked to see that caution as well. Hopefully you all can actually hear the interviews. Like I said, it's the first time I've used this. So here comes Tyler Cox. He's going to be sliding into his pit stop right there. See what he takes. He's going to, and Jonathan Hamburg right behind him. Clay Harris and Joe Burchett is in the first pit stop. Getting a really good view here. Looks like 4 tires on everybody's car. As we race off pit road, as Tyler Cox leaving first. Hey John, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Hopefully everybody can hear you this time. I turned everything up, so hopefully. So it looks like the cars are really loosening up on his short or long runs. Is that what yours is doing as well?
Actually, no. Mine, I had run into different adjustment on mine. I was getting tighter as we were going. That's how I lost so much time, as I got tight out at turn 2 on 2 separate times, and I had to actually hit the brake to stop the missing ball.
So we're working lap, I don't know, 20 something right now, 23 it looks like. What exactly is going to be your strategy from here, you know, trying to make up and try to catch Tyler and stuff like that?
Well, I'm making a few adjustments under these pit stops. I know I'm good on the starts and took it 3 wide on my last start. I didn't mean to, but...
Made it interesting racing.
80% is what I was doing.
Okay.
But no, I just hope to be able to make some adjustments here and make some positive adjustments and hope these other guys make some negative adjustments.
Alright, I don't want you to give away too much, so I'm going to send you back up. I'll talk to you here very soon, man.
Alright, man.
User was moved out of your channel.
I hope everybody was able to hear John talking. And thank you for letting me know. I was definitely worried if I was coming in that good or not. I know earlier and stuff like that we had a little bit of trouble. So yeah, guys, next week we head to Indianapolis Motor Speedway for a $15 race. First one of the year. Second Dallara race of the year. Very interesting race. It's a long race, 200 laps. But it's for money and points. So stay tuned next Sunday night. As we work off turn 4 down the front stretch. I really absolutely love this track. We talked a little bit about it, or I talked a little bit about it in the pre-race show. This is a lot like Kansas. It's very similar to Kansas. It's more of a sister track to Kansas. Some people, you could also say Las Vegas in a way. Yeah. However, this track is a really unique track. You really are up on the wheel pretty much at all times. There's not really a straightaway. It's more of a turn. Even on the backstretch, you actually turn a little bit. And hopefully you can watch the whole race. You may be able to adjust, but I'm not sure if I have the adjustments where you can actually minimize the quality on my thing yet. We do have quite a bit of CFR drivers up front. Hopefully you can stay for the whole race there, Tower. You're always interested to watch, and you're always active in the chat, so I appreciate it. So we are about to go back green flag racing. 22 starts on the outside, 14 on the inside. We're going to see which one has the faster line. I know a lot of these guys are actually making passes up high, so this is going to be interesting. Pace car is off. Leader
Green
judges
flag.
restart. We are green flag. Tyler Cox leads us down the front stretch into turn 1. as Jonathan Hambrick gets another good start. Jonathan Hambrick has got to be the best restart person I have ever raced with in iRacing. That is no joke. He gets the restarts and he knows what he's doing. Nothing against Tyler. Tyler's really good at restarts too. However, Jonathan is what you want to do when you restart. As he looks underneath the 22 of Joe Burchett, going into turn 3. Right behind him is Clay Harris. Looking underneath. Who is that? I'm not sure who it is. Looks like Riley, who gets loose. I see. We got Jonathan Hambrick fighting for the lead. And I know Jonathan has a really good short run truck. So this is going to be interesting to see if Tyler can hold him off. And it looks like down in turn 3, Jonathan's going to have the preferred line going into 3. John Hambrick's going to take. Let's see who's got it at the line. Tyler's going to fight back on the outside. Woo, really close. Fight back on the outside. Looks like Jonathan Hambrick's going to lead at Chicago. And take the lead. Take a look at our chopper cam. Tyler was blinking out just a little bit, but it shouldn't affect anything. We're going to hop on here and ride with Tyler Cox. You can see it here. He's riding behind the 28 of Jonathan Hambrick into turn 1. Really working the wheel. You can see it. Really working the wheel. Don't know what happened there, but really working the wheel. Down the back stretch, you can see that the back stretch is not really a straightaway. We hop on board with the leader. You see it really working the wheel. This is not an easy track to run. It's a very fun track to run, however. Using sale data to watch our league. That's pretty awesome, man. Respect to you, sir. As we take a look at the start finish line, here they come. And there they go. And Tyler Cox is looking on the outside of John. He has caught him. He is looking on the high side, going to try to make that pass. Oh, and I missed it. There we go. Sorry about that. Still working around the outside of 3 and 4. Down the long straightaway front. John's going to jump on the apron. And John's going to pull inchly back ahead of Tyler Cox, who's still on his bumper on the outside. Very good racing here early on in the race. Clay Harris is just back here hoping that they keep fighting. I believe that's Clay back in 3rd. That's what it looks like from here. Yep, and right behind him was Joe Burchett. So they're just hoping that they keep fighting, because this is just going to suck that 07 truck right up to them as they keep battling. And you can see the distance is closing slowly with Clay catching them. Really good battle up front. And I got to give props to the 14, who has actually had like a stomach virus. He's racing sick today, so he's got a stomach virus racing. Oh, he flashed there for a minute. But he is fighting the stomach flu or whatever's going around that he's got, and he's going to take the lead from Jonathan on the straightaway. So I got to give him credit, you know, with everything he's going through. I know he don't feel that great. So thank you, Tyler. I know you're probably listening, and thanks for showing up and being in it. This is going to be a big. Ramon sits back in 8th, so this could hurt Ramon if he didn't get his truck fixed. And if nothing happens to Tyler or Joe, it could be very big. I want to give a shout out to our guy watching our stream, Junik. His name's Dale. He helps with all the stats that we do on iRacing, the points, the laps led, everything. And without him, we wouldn't be able to do half the stuff that we do. He makes our job that we do. You know, me and Jonathan work constantly on the league, and Ramon. So Dale, thanks for helping everything out that you do, man. I know it takes a long time out of your schedule and stuff like that to help us with this. As Tyler Cox is pulling away from John Hammer. Take a look at that Center Force Chevrolet. Now Jonathan actually paints these trucks. The ones that you see on the track right now with him and Clay and Joe, John actually painted them. Most of these guys have, painted their own truck or got somebody within Center Force to paint their truck for them. But Jonathan painted the Center Force truck. So Ramon, on the other hand, made the logo for the Center Force truck. And just let everybody know that's out there, we are thinking about branching into, console gaming for people that's on Forza right now. We haven't really talked a lot about it, but we have spoke about it. We would like to really branch out into other systems and bring people in from other systems to join Center Force Racing and just be a part of it. And we always have a good time. We're on every day, and it's a really active, fun group. We got a lap car up here. This could be interesting. Oh, never mind, I was lying. That was Tyler. Sorry, as Clay Harris looks underneath John Hambrick. The two Center Force Racing trucks, and right behind him is Joe Burchett and another Center Force Racing truck. And you're right, when Tyler practiced yesterday, he practiced all day yesterday just for this race. And he's not feeling good, but he told me flat out, he said, in this race, he said, I do not have a short run setup. He said, my short run is not good. He said, however, my long run setup, I think I got one of the best setups on long run. So he's showing it right now, and it looks like Clay Harris is going to try to work around John. Drop into the apron. And he's going to make that pass on the 28. We're going to take a look at our leader here, if I can find him. There's Tyler Cox in the 14. There's quite a few seconds ahead. I'm going to actually take a look and see, and I'm going to give everybody a rundown about how far everybody's back and stuff like that. It's hard to do sometimes, but we're going to do it here. So yeah, Tyler Cox is 2.3 seconds ahead of Clay Harris, 2.4 ahead of Jonathan Hambrick, and 2.6 in front of Joe Burchett. Then further on back, we have Hal Stevens, 8.2 back. Sutherland Boswell, who is not a lap down from his wreck earlier, who is 12.5 back. And then Riley Thompson is 12.9 back. So Sutherland and Riley's having a battle. We may have to go back and check it out. Ramon Clark is one lap down, who is right now the lucky dog if caution does fly. John Kelly since 9th, and Doc Stout since 10th. TJ Hayes is 11th. However, TJ Hayes did not start. He was more of a start and park car. So we're going to actually go back and take a look. We haven't talked about Riley Thompson, formerly known as Jeremy Thompson, but he got his name changed as he's trying to battle Sutherland. And right behind him is Doc. So Doc is closing in. Doc's car's really good, I'm telling you, just because he's not up there. Doc knows how to drive this. In practice, Doc was one of the fastest in practice. So, I know a lot of this, he's probably, saving a lot. I'm sure it's more of tires that he's saving as he's going to look on the inside of Riley and out to the outside. Riley looks like he's driving the Avocare truck this weekend, and that's exactly what it is. We're going to look at who the fastest is as Riley gets passed by Doc. Going down the front stretch. Right now, Jonathan Hamburg has the fastest lap of the race with a 29.617. Tyler Cox with a 29.655. And then we got Hal Stevens, who is currently back in 5th with a 29.704. Sutherland Boswell with a 29.779. Ramon Clark, who is back in 8th with a 29.787. And then we got Joe Burchett with a 29.791, who is up in 3rd. And then we got Clay Harris with a 29.814. So that is your fastest laps of the race right now. Fastest that last time was actually Doc Stout with a 30.130. So Doc has actually moved up quite a bit. His lap times are really looking good. Fastest right now on the track. As we take a look, we're going to take a look one more time to see who the fastest is on this. I really wish I could get this overlay to work so you all can see it. But for some reason it won't work right. I'm not really sure why. That last time by, it was still Doc with the fastest with a 30.130. Tyler Cox with a 30.639. And we got 3 wide as Hal Stevens gets split. Not sure what happened to Hal. As we take a look at Clay Harris, who is up to 2nd, chasing Tyler, who is all the way up here, just crossing the start-finish line. As we watch Tyler work around. As we see Jonathan Hamburg going around Joe Burchett. I want to share you all something. Anybody interested that is wanting to join iRacing and stuff like that, really fun. See, I'm about the closest thing you could do. Any new member can get iRacing for $3 a month. Oh, I'm sorry, $5 for 3 months. I apologize. If you use this code right here that I just posted in chat. And then if you wanted to, you could always use me as a referral and it would help me as well. That'd be awesome. And I just want to share that as well. So yeah, I had to broadcast a little bit of stuff for me. You get what I'm saying? We watched Jonathan Hamburg closing in on Clay. Jonathan's truck he sit there and said that his truck's not really made for short run. He made a few adjustments, so it looks like it's really starting to come together. It looks like we may have a pit stop. As John drops straight around, we're going to actually take a look at pit lane. Nope, I lied. I thought we had a pit stop coming in, and we do not. We got the 3 Center Force trucks racing 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Tyler is putting on a show again today, man. Tyler has got to be one of the most people that puts in the work to get these setups right for the races. He does it starting on Monday. He starts working on the setup for the next race. He's already started working on his Indianapolis set. He's done got it set up. And Tyler could be driving his way for his 2nd win of the season. We are almost halfway in this race. Not too much longer now. We work lap 55 of 175. These guys are going to have to be coming to make green flag pit stops, and we got Clay coming in to make that exactly. And we're going to go back to him and see exactly what he's taking. He is getting right side tires. Will he take left side tires? We're going to watch pit road as we got trucks coming in from all over the place. Got somebody else coming up pit road right now, and he's taking 4 fresh tires, and he's going to go on his way. As it looks like it, we got Hal Stevens coming in the pit. Oh, no, that could be Ramon. And actually missed his pit stop slightly, just a little bit. As he's taking right sides and left sides. Definitely going to be a 4-tire stop for the most part anywhere you go. He's going to get it, and he's going to pull out. That looks like it could have been Sutherland Boswell. That's who it was. As we continue on track, we're going to take a look at Tyler, who could be coming in very soon. I'm going to guess that these pit stops are going to short pit, but as soon as these guys start pitting, they're going to have to pit because these guys is short pitting is going to make up a lot of time very fast. So if Tyler don't pit here soon, he's going to lose a lot of track position as well as everybody else. That's how crucial tires are here. As the 14 just put Hal Stevens a lap down in the Alienware truck. I actually painted that truck, and Hal looks like he's going to be coming up pit road. We got the 14 coming up pit road, and we got Hal saves it, but he had the speed on pit road. Oh, woo, good driving by the 32 to avoid Tyler Cox. That would have been interesting as we watch Tyler Cox coming down pit road. And Ramon's on pit road. We're going to get these tires out of the way. Green flag stops is underway right now. 4 tires, I'm guessing, for every one of these guys. And there goes Ramon. In that very nice looking Burger King truck. There goes Tyler Cox, and here comes somebody else down pit road. This right here looks like it could be Mr. Jonathan Hambert. I do believe. No, this right here is Riley Thompson. It's in his pit box right now. We're going to actually now focus our lane to the leader. That's how he gets his pit stop complete. Jonathan Hamburg is the leader, I do believe. It just hasn't switched over yet for me. But Jonathan Hamburg is the leader. I think, anyway. You're going to see right here. He's up to second. So it looks like pit stops have cycled through. So it looks like Tyler Cox will regain the lead. Jonathan Hamburg up to second. Has Jonathan even pitted though? That's what's got me wondering. I don't know if he's pitted exactly. Looking at the lap times, we're going to just do it like this. Yes, he has pitted. Got a really long green flag pit stop here. It looks like these guys can make around 35 to 45 laps on pit as we look at Riley Thompson working around Ramon. Riley with a good run so far today. And don't get me wrong, all these guys are friends. They're all in team speak right now, I do believe. For the most of them, I think, are anyway. All of them are friends, you know, off the track and stuff. However, they're ruthless when it comes to on the track, to be honest. They don't care if Ramon's having trouble. It does not matter to them whatsoever. That's just more points they can gain, and that's how it should be. Right now, as points sit, Tyler will take over first place in points, and Ramon could drop back to second. We got Riley Thompson bouncing all over the place. There we go. It worked itself out. I think that's more on my end. I should take a look at the leader. And it looks like the leader may actually be Tyler Cox still. Take a look at the fastest out of the track right now. Right now the fastest on the track is Tyler Cox. Let this cycle through real fast and let it get everything under control. Tyler Cox with a really fast lap, however, with the 29.985, it looks like Clay Harris is right there closing in. Then it will be Joe Burchett, who's currently. Oh, we got somebody in the wall. Doc Stout just hit the wall. As we try to find him, and he ain't showing us. Not sure what's going on with that. And then what about, let me switch to for some reason. As Tyler Cox is absolutely putting on the clinic. He's going to try to catch Ramon Clark and put him a lap down. That's going to be big for the points. I believe the truck that actually hit the wall may have been John Kelly. And that's exactly who it was in the 04 truck. Don't look like he's got any damage though. This is going to get interesting. After what happened last week with Wade Tyler was blocking, it caused a little bit of argument this week between Ramon and Tyler. I don't think anything will happen. I really hope not, because Tyler's in the lead, and I don't want to see that happen. We're going to watch and see. Ramon's not going to make this easy, though. I guarantee it. Ooh, running him all the way down. Ramon with the big run on the high side. And he's going to fight. Just because he's a lap down, he don't want to go another lap down. So he's going to fight to see. He has moved up another spot. He is currently 7th. So he definitely wants the caution to come out right now. Tyler makes the pass, or looking underneath, going into 2. Really close, and they don't touch. Boy, that side draft is working now. Ramon did not make that easy for him whatsoever, but Ramon did the right thing. He did fight for it, and that's the way you're supposed to be. It looks like he will go a lap down. We look at Jonathan Hambrick right behind him. That's either, I believe that is Joe Burchett, who is back in 3rd. This is your second, 3rd place drivers. Right in front of them is Riley Thompson. An interesting fact, okay, we don't want people joining leagues without steering wheels. That's just, that was one of the rules that we had. However, Riley actually joined, and we didn't know at first that he was racing with the controller. Now he's got a steering wheel, I believe, as he tries not to get into a wall. But now he's got a steering wheel, I believe. But for him to be racing with the controller, he's done a really good job of not wrecking people. So I got to give him credit with that. It's really hard to race with the controller on here. Yes, it's possible. But everybody knows that, for a real sim experience, you really got to get a steering wheel, the pedals, and all that stuff. Tyler Cox leads the way. It looks like Hal may have all kinds of damage. He's just going to pull down low and actually let him go by. It looks like, but I made a lot about that. And here comes. Ooh, they about touched. That was about as close as you can get without touching. And I don't think the 14 has damage, but that could have been very bad for both of them. Last time by. We do have Jonathan Hambrick still with the fastest lap of the race with the 29.617. Track's really starting to rubber up now. We're going to take a look at these laps by and see who the fastest is. We are getting ready to come to halfway. This time by, Tyler Cox is still the fastest, with Ramon Clark is second fastest. Right behind him is Joe Burchett with the third fastest. It looks like Joe may actually got around John. I didn't get to see it, but it looks like that's what happened. We're going to take a look at Joe and see. And he did get around Jonathan, should I say. We're going to hop on board here and ride with Joe. I know a lot of people probably want to see that. We're going to hop into gyro cam so you can get that angle of how steep the banks really are. So, you know, the races are a little bit long this year. You can hear him letting off the throttle quite a bit. For about 25% of that turn, he lets off the throttle, maybe about 20%. However, most of the races this year are a little bit long, and we've had a meeting about it. We're going to have another meeting here very soon, in the near future, with, as Ramon's actually working up on Tyler again, looking low. But we're going to actually try to shorten some of these races starting next season. Next season, we're going to be running a bunch of different leagues. We're going to be doing another league. Joe's actually, we got Ramon Clark just spinning off the track and plowed the wall.
Caution, caution.
So we're going to try to lower it. Now, I got a feeling Ramon may be out of this race. And that is not good whatsoever. Looks like you don't really have no damage, however, though. So maybe he didn't hit anything. But that is a caution all these guys needed to see. And what's up, Not So Sorry? I'm eating at the same time I'm broadcasting. So yeah, like I was saying, we're going to lower the laps, but we actually got a league starting right after this league. I think that Joe Burchett is actually going to be hosted, I believe. And it's only 6 races, but after that we got 2 leagues starting, one oval league and one road, unless we decide to combine them. I really don't want to combine them. However, it may be something we can do, for the, you know, just to see if we can. But the races will be a little bit more better. We'll have everything, you know, situated and stuff. But, you know, these races are good. We got a pit stops happening now. This is going to be an interesting race off pit road. Not much, just enjoy the race. Looks like Tyler Cox may have actually been first one off pit road. Looks like somebody may have stayed out. I'm not sure if he's just trying to get the wave around or what. I'm going to bring Jonathan Hambrick down. Hopefully you all can hear him. Once I find out how to exactly do it. It's been a while since I've done this.
User was moved to your
Hey,
channel.
Jonathan, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy. What's up?
What are you planning on doing now? I know this caution probably helps you. We're about halfway through it. Any plans on getting up here and trying to fight Tyler for the lead or anything?
Well, I'm going to get up there again on this start. I made another slight adjustment, hoping it works. That last adjustment I made did work some. I didn't fall back as hard as I did last time.
I know it definitely seemed like, I know on the start, your restarts are amazing. I say that to you all the time. But I noticed on the start you actually took the lead and you was hanging in there. So are you trying to work for a longer run car to keep that speed up and all that?
I'm trying a couple different things, but it's not working too well right now, and the green flag pit stops happened so abruptly that I didn't even have time to change anything, and or somehow me and Joe lost 3 seconds on Tyler on that green flag pit stop. So
Yeah, I noticed that. I was wondering how he got so far out.
I have no idea how.
Wow. All right, man. Good luck. I'll talk to you here soon. You got about half the race left. You're just right under halfway, so you'll be there here very soon.
All right, man.
All right, man.
User was moved out of your channel.
So there's Jonathan Hambrick, and you can see him right there in the 28, starting on third place. As we get ready to go back green flag racing this time. Just a reminder, we got Indianapolis coming up next week, same time. Longer race, but it's also for money. So the winner of that's going to be happy. Right now we got 4 drivers eligible. Could have a new driver eligible tonight. Right now we got Tyler Cox, Jack Williams, Ramon Clark, and Joe Burchett is eligible. However, the new driver wins tonight, they'll be eligible for it next week. So we get ready to go back green flag racing here. As we wait for the pace car to drop off. The leader predicts the restart. Green flag is out. Tyler Cox is going green.
Everybody's rolling.
As Jonathan Hambrick gets another good jump. Fighting for second. Going to be looking for the lead. You heard him say it. He made an adjustment on his truck. We're going to find out if it helps him or not. He said it felt like it was going the right direction, so we're going to see. It's going to have to definitely be a move, and he's looking underneath Tyler Cox, and he's going to try to get the lead right here. And he does not make the pass on turn 2. However, Joe Burchett is right there on Jonathan. Right behind him is Clay Harris. Right behind him is Ramon Clark, who is a lap down, I do believe, but Sutherland Boswell is currently 5th. Riley Thompson up to 6th, which is pretty amazing. Good run for him today. Be big for him in the points and stuff like that. So yeah, just to elaborate a little bit, like I said, next year, or this season, the fall season, we're actually going to be going to the Xfinity cars, and that's pretty much all we're going to be driving unless we decide to add some road races in with the GT3 Don't know if we're going to do that yet. Still talking about it. Something interesting I've noticed about this start just now is Tyler Cox actually pulled ahead. I'm not sure, maybe he tried to make an adjustment on the short runs. But we're going to see if John starts closing in. John's hoping to have a more longer run car. We've had a lot of long runs in this race, only 3 cautions. I believe it's only 3 cautions, maybe 2 cautions. And Jonathan goes around.
Caution, might be oil on the outside at the start-finish line.
The 28 of Jonathan Hambert goes around. And apparently the setup that he wanted did not work. So we got our caution out again. And I really predict these guys stop again as we work lap number 91 of 175. And I might admit, great save by the 28. It looks like we may have had a couple cars stay out. One of them being Ramon, I know that. Get his lap back and may put him back on the lead lap. There they are, right in front of your screen. Taking 4 fresh tires, and it looks like Clay Harris missed his pit box just by a little bit. Not going to hurt him at all, I don't think, unless he drops back to 4th. And here comes Sutherland Boswell. Oh, Sutherland must be getting some damage worked out as well. I believe that is Sutherland. As we take a look, interesting strategy here. Jonathan Hamburg is the leader. I think he's going to pit, however. We're going to bring Tyler Cox down. Once I find him, there he is. Hey, Tyler, you got a copy?
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
So, your truck's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
I know you worked really hard on it all week. Is there anything else you're looking to do to your truck, make adjustments or anything?
No, it's fine. My stomach's feeling a little bit upset, though. I don't feel so well tonight, but I'm doing all right. Just worried about Ramon wrecking me.
Yeah, I was talking earlier in the broadcast about how your stomach, you got like a stomach virus, stomach flu, something like that.
Yeah.
And winning fixes everything. You know that, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
You got some pretty good people up there racing you. It's really good. I mean, their trucks are just as good, but it seems like your truck really starts to pull away on the long run. And I know you worked on that. Was that the main thing you worked on this week during practice?
Yeah, I really didn't care about the short run, but after 1 or 2 laps, the tires get heated up in this thing, and it just takes off. I can go full throttle through 1 and 2 for 10 to 12 laps, while the other guys are doing 6 or 7.
I know a lot of people was talking about, you know, during the broadcast, a lot of people in the chat was talking about your truck looks really good. So hopefully you can get up there, and I know right now you're looking really good, and your points is probably looking really good in points.
Yeah,
so,
I'm hoping to lead the most laps today. I should be close.
Yeah, we're over halfway now, so hopefully you can hang up there and see what happens. Good luck, man. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, thank you.
User was moved out of your channel.
And there was Tyler Cox in the number 14 as Ramon J. Clark gets to pass through. And we're going to actually take a look. I believe he may be back on the lead lap. And if so, he's got a really fast truck, so we're going to see. And he is still 2 laps down, 1 lap down maybe. So he still needs a little bit of help, it looks like. But I know he's got a fast truck, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens with him. As Tyler takes back over to P1 position. And second position is Joe Burchett. And third is Clay Harris. Fourth is Sutherland Boswell, I believe, got a couple of his laps back, and actually after a wreck earlier up to fourth, so that's really big for Sutherland. Right beside him is Jonathan Hambrick. That is the top 4. Oh, I'm sorry, right below the side of Sutherland is Clay Harris. Then behind him is Jonathan Hambrick, and above him is Riley Thompson. And we are getting ready to go green flag racing again here at Chicagoland.
Green flag.
Coming to lap number 95. Joe Burchett is all over Tyler Cox. Even though that sounds a little funny. And there goes Tyler Cox. He said he could go full throttle about 13 laps, which is really what I love about this track. It's a 1.5 miles, and it really does think it's a super speedway. If you get the setup right, that is. Sorry about all the stuff popping up on the screen. I'm just trying to get my cameras up. One other thing I want to talk about, we was talking about earlier, is the next season, the next league and stuff like that. One of the things we're thinking about doing, we run open setups for our league, correct, right now. Right now we run all open setups. However, next year, or next season, the fall season, we're actually going to be going to fixed setups. As those 7 gets a little bit loose. And the reason why, we want to make the racing better for everybody and stuff like that. So we're going to be going to a fixed setup next season, I do believe. And it makes the racing interesting. We are going to be keeping the fast repairs. We are going to be doing a few new tracks, like we're going to be running Talladega, maybe a couple of other tracks. But for the most part, we're going to be keeping the same tracks, just taking out a lot of the shorter tracks for street stock and stuff like that we would normally run. So it should be an interesting season next year, I believe. And we look at Sutherland, who is currently up to P4. Unless he did get past, he may be back to 5th now. Ramon Clark sitting right there in the number 9 truck. And Ramon really, he's fighting hard because he don't want to lose points. So he's fighting it. We're going to see. He is currently 1 lap down. As well as Hal Stevens, who is currently 1 lap down, and John Kelly, who's also 3 laps down. Doc Stout, I believe, actually wrecked out of this race, so he's not currently in it. As well as TJ Hayes, who was more of a start and park thing, not sure what that was about, but came in here, made a couple laps, and then pulled off and disconnected. We're going to take a look at Joe Burchett, who is actually fighting to 14 for the lead. So this is going to get interesting. The 14 and 07 is really starting to push in the Center Force Racing Chevrolets. As we come to lap 102, We are only 73 laps away from the finish. Right now, the fastest on the track is Joe Burchett with a 29.577, fastest one of the race. And he will pull a 29.887 out of his hat. Really fast truck. Joe looks like, has a medium run car. We're going to see if it sticks in the long run. I don't really know. Tyler said his truck is really good long run, and I believe he does have the truck to beat. Currently, Tyler Cox has led a ton of laps. He has led 82 laps. The closest person to him is Joe Burchett with 13 laps, and then Jonathan Hamburg led 7. So it looks like Tyler Cox is going to get the extra bonus points for leading the most laps. Big for him in the points race. And Clay Harris is looking underneath the 22 of Joe Burchett, and there goes Clay right around him on the bottom. Very nice pass, and it looks like a crossover move. Woo! Really close, really good racing. I said it time and time again. Said it back in Daytona when Joe first joined Center Force Racing and the Center Force Racing League. He has got to be the most respectful driver out of everybody I've ever raced with. He's just one of the people that you automatically like. You always meet somebody that you connect with in a way and you like him and stuff like that. But you like him on the racetrack. However, he's just as good a person off the racetrack. So Joe's really good. So if he somehow wins the championship, he's won 2 races so far this year. But somehow he wins the championship, he'll deserve it. And nobody would argue with that. Oh, and one other thing I was wanting to talk about was next season, we're going to be implementing the chase format into the league. So every race will count for all these drivers, unless they win, of course, then it really don't matter as much, but could be very fun, interesting racing. And the purse will probably be a little bit bigger, I'm hoping. And guys, just to let you know, you can watch this race. I got it started a little bit late, so it's about 12 laps short of what I wanted to be. But you can watch this race on YouTube after the race is over. It'll be uploaded there at Krispy Kreme Gaming. That's the YouTube channel name. So, and 07 hits the wall, and it looks like he's off the pace. As the 22 is working high. He's going to get around him. I don't think he's going to bring it to pit road. We're going to keep an eye on Clay Harris, who is not bringing it to pit road. I think he just hit it, just barely slapped it. That's racing. Should be okay. Looks like you don't really have no damage. We're actually going to hop in the truck again with Joe Burchett. As you can see, Tyler Cox's truck is set so good for the long run. The race right now is for second place. Get a ride around Kansas Speedway. He's feathering the gas pretty hard, and he's actually going to almost smack the wall, but he held it. Looks like his truck really tightens up. Looks like these trucks are really tightening up with the rubber and stuff that's laying on the track. We are racing late afternoon, so that could affect it, especially in turn 1 where the sun is shining the most. And trust me, if you're new to iRacing, the sun does affect the track pretty bad, and you can see it, that the sun is actually hitting turn 1 pretty good. And then you can see actually going into the backstretch, you can see the sun right there, and then going into the backstretch, you can see the sun is directly in your eyes. Well, not directly. Going into turn 3, I think the sun is more pointing at you. Right there. Yeah, there's a lap around Kansas Speedway. We're going to ride along and see what kind of lap time he does. That's his lap time fell off to a 30.897. Right now, Jonathan Hamburg is actually the fastest, who is looking outside of Joe, or inside of Joe, and makes the pass. Jonathan Hamburg's truck is coming on strong here at the middle of this run. Who is actually the fastest right now on the track. And then Ramon Clark is second. Tyler Cox is third fastest, so we're going to watch and see this. This battle could get interesting pretty fast. Last time by, it was Tyler Cox the fastest. Then Sutherland Boswell, then Jonathan Hamburg. The 22 is looking on the bumper of the 28. And also, guys, you can rewatch your stream after this is over. It'll be on the Twitch channel itself. You can just come here and watch it if you wish. Fastest at the line that time was Ramon Clark with a 30.449. Tyler Cox second with a 30.530. And then it is Joe Burchett with a 30.588. And I know the guys, if everybody's listening to it that is racing, they probably don't like seeing the 14 truck up there leading this race right now, especially Ramon. And I know he's working hard to get back up there. As we take a look at Sutherland, who is currently in front of Ramon right now. Ramon's struggling to stay first on the lead lap. I know that's very important for the lucky dog and stuff like that. We're just 65 laps away from the finish. Give you a rundown of everybody. Right now, looking at the gap, Jonathan Hamburg is 4.4 behind Tyler Cox. Joe Burchett is 5.7. Clay Harris 7.7. Along with Sutherland Boswell, as you can see him make the pass on Clay, who is up to a 7.7 as well. Riley Thompson is at a 13.4, and Ramon Clark looks like he's still one lap down, it looks like. As you see him there. It's actually starting to flush just a little bit. Nothing too bad though. If we go up to our leader. There's our leader in the 14 truck, Tyler Cox. Oops, sorry. There we go. Had to make sure I was live, which I was. We are riding with the suspension group. You can see the gap back to Jonathan Hamburg, who's actually put away from third. Smooth, calm, and collective. That's what you got to be to win these races. And Tyler Cox is doing just that. Putting on another showing, kind of like what we had at Martinsville, where Tyler Cox kind of drove away from everybody. However, do not count this guy out. Our co-commentator, Jonathan Hamburg, who was looking pretty strong. We're going to take a look and look at the distance. And Jonathan has actually closed the distance slightly to a 3.7 gap. It was a 4.4, so he is closing it. Ramon J. Clark is off the pace. This could be well, I don't know what that was, but somebody was lagging. believe Ramon Clark is going to schedule green flag pit stop. This could be a short pit to try to make it the rest of the way. We're going to wait and see what exactly he's doing. We're actually going to take a look at him. No, he did not pit. I thought he was actually pitting. I think he just let the leader go by. Ramon will go back another lap down. Take a look at Joe Burchett, 22 Center Force Racing truck, who is currently fourth. 7.7 seconds behind him. We're going to go up to second place of Jonathan Hambrick, who is actually catching Tyler Cox. And as Ramon gets back around Tyler, and he can see him, and he is on a hunt. He is closing the gap up at 2.5 seconds now. And Ramona has got it. He's staying ahead. This is going to get very interesting really fast. I know we're coming up on green flag stops here very soon, as Jonathan Hambrick's car is really coming to its own. Not sure what happened there. I think we got a spin. Oh, we got somebody. Jonathan Hambrick is coming down pit road. This is definitely a scheduled pit stop. We're going to take a look and see what he's getting. This could be huge. He was gaining on Tyler Cox. Tyler's going to have to pit here very soon. Just got to hit your marks every single time. Make sure you get on pit road good. We're going to take a look here, as we got Joe Burchett also pitting, and the 07 of Clay Harris. This could be a schedule. All Center Force trucks are on pit road. And I just want to take a look here at something real fast. Clay and Joe, who is also on pit road with Jonathan, is also in the same TeamSpeak channel, so this is definitely scheduled. Now we're going to take a look at Tyler Cox. He's going to have to come to pit road, and he does. He is on it at the moment. Taking 4 fresh tires. This could come down to a fuel mileage race. Tyler Cox is off pit road. We're going to take a look at Jonathan Hambrick, who's coming back around. This is going to be very interesting right here. Jonathan is closing in on Tyler fast. This is for the lead. 49 laps remaining. Oh, and we got a spin. That's going to bring out the caution. Yellow is out as Hambrick spins.
A very, very difficult official this week.
As you hear my official talking to me somewhat for some reason. And this could be huge. I think Sutherland may have actually stayed out. Riley Thompson is the leader. Wow. Absolutely amazing. And we're going to take a look. I believe everybody's still going to have to pit here again. This could be absolutely huge for Riley. He is now your #1 guy, with Sutherland sitting third, Tyler Cox second, and Jonathan Hambrick is currently fourth, with Clay Harris and Joe Burchett fifth and sixth. As we got 48 laps to go, coming to 47 laps to go. I do know Riley's going to pit. Going to see what happens here. Tyler Cox is going to come back on the pit road. I'm going to take a look and see if Sutherland might have stayed out. And Sutherland is staying out. Woo-wee, this is going to get exciting. And Ramon may get to wave around here and get his lap back. And maybe back on the lead lap, which could be absolutely huge. We're going to watch and see. Jonathan probably went the wrong way on an adjustment there. And I'd say if he did make an adjustment and that's what caused that, he's definitely reverting back to it. It'll be interesting to see. Sutherland, Boswell, Riley Thompson, first, second, Tyler Cox third at the moment. And it looks like Hal Williams, or Stevens, I don't know why I said Williams, coming down pit road. Take a look at Southern Boswell, who looks like he could be the leader, and Riley Thompson second place. We have about 2 more laps of green or yellows left, or coming to 1, should I say? It's going to be interesting to see if Sutherland's going to try to push it. Sutherland was involved in a wreck earlier, however, he's had a really fast truck, so this is going to get good. As these top 3 guys that you see right now will get the wave around. Right at the strap. And Ramon did a smart thing if he's going to try to pit. I'm going to wait to see if that's what's going to happen. So, we line up. 1 lap till green. We're going to take a look at the blimp, get a view from above. We have Sutherland Boswell lining up on the inside. Right beside him, Riley Thompson. Right behind Sutherland would be Tyler Cox. In 4th spot, we have Clay Harris. 5th spot, we have Jonathan Hambrick, I do believe. Has a very fast truck, however, Jonathan's not up there yet. Not sure what's going on there. I thought he had to make the pass, but he does not. Jonathan Harris starts 5th. Oh, okay, now I see why. And you can see all the trucks there, single file back, and we are about to go green. This is going to be very interesting. Restart could be the last restart here at Chicagoland. We're going green.
Green flag.
Sutherland Boswell with the jump. Could we have a new winner going into Indianapolis? We have 44 laps remaining to find out. As we got a good race battle for 3rd. As they fan out, we are looking high above from the blimp. Yo 7 Clay Harris trying to close in up on Tyler. We got Tyler Cox looking underneath Riley Thompson. Tyler Cox looking on the inside, going into 3. He will complete the pass, I do believe, the 39 of Thompson. Right behind him, Clay Harris follows. Good run for Riley, though. Very good. Gutsy call, but definitely a call worth making. 42 laps remaining. We got Tyler Cox closing in on Sutherland Boswell. We're going to wait and see what happens with this. Can Sutherland hold off Tyler? That's going to be the question. As Clay slides up in front of Riley and takes away third. Tyler looking low. All the way to the apron to get a little bit more speed. Oh, comes up high early. What a move, looking on the inside of turn number 1. Going out of turn 2, side by side, going down the backstretch. Tyler Cox takes the lead. Single file back all the way back to about 7th, it looks like. We're going to take a look here at Jonathan Hambrick, who actually spun out, who is the co-commentator most of the time. Clay Harris still battling. Did take away second from Sutherland Boswell. 0.3 back from Tyler. What's interesting is a couple of these guys stayed out. If a caution comes out, it changes everything. Everybody's going to pit. Everybody will be good on gas. So Jonathan Hambrick is currently 4th. As you see there, his truck was really good on that last run before he brought the caution. It looks like after changes was actually gaining on Tyler quite a bit. So if this thing goes green, don't be surprised to see that 28 truck up there. He really wants this win more than any of them. We are down to 37 laps. This race is going to be coming down to the wire. Take a look at Sutherland Boswell, the Vans truck. Very nice truck made. Kind of even looks like a Vans shoes in a way. Pretty awesome. Did a really good job on that truck. If he painted it, I'm pretty sure he did probably. Really good job though. Good run for Sutherland. He's wrecked out in a lot of these races, so this will be a big boost for him if he continues to do what he does. He has wrecked once, but top 5 finish will be big for him. As Jonathan Hambrick is closing the door, slowly but surely on Sutherland. We may have a battle soon for the lead. As we take a look at Clay Harris closing in on Tyler Cox. Could be very big if Clay gets this win. Interesting fact about Clay, he's practiced a little bit, but he barely made this race on time. He had a call come in or something about work, so he had to go do it and barely made it back in time with about, I don't know, 30 minutes left of practice, so he didn't really have a lot of race practice with other cars, so he hopped right in and he's up there battling for the lead. We'll go back and take a look at Joe. Joe's falling off a little bit. Not sure if something wrong with his truck or what it is. He was up there with the rest of them. We're going to wait and see. I can tell you somebody right now who's praying for a caution, and he's right there, and that's Ramon Clark sitting in 7th place. He is 1 lap down at the moment. He really needs to get up there and see if he can close the gap a little bit and try to get his lap back. We take a look at Hal Stevens. Haven't talked much about Hal this week. Surprisingly, he's running in 8th. Usually he's up there in the alien wear truck, and he's actually going to hit the wall. No caution, however, did hit the wall. And there's John Kelly running in 9th place. Waiting to see if Hal's going to bring it into pit road, and he does not. Clay Harris still holding strong with Tyler. This is going to get good. 32 laps to go. Jonathan Hambrick did take away third place from Sutherland. I'm going to keep an eye on this. John's truck really started coming into its own. We've got 30 laps to go at the line. Jonathan is pulling away from Sutherland. Looks like he could be catching Clay here very soon. But Clay is still on Tyler. Tyler Cox looking for his second win of the season. Right behind him is Clay Harris looking for his first win of the season and a chance to win the $15 at Indianapolis. And Clay Harris has caught him and he is on him. Closed the gap, 0.1 back. Clay looks really good coming out of turn 2. It looks, or turn 4 last time. Looks like he could have been saving a little bit of stuff. We're going to wait and see what happens this time. Tyler Cox looks a little bit better in 3 and 4, or 1 and 2. And Jonathan is catching these guys as well. This could come down to a 3-way fight here at the end if no caution comes out. Looks like Clay may have backed off, let the tires cool down just slightly. Take a look back at Jonathan Hambrick, who's running third. Really wants to win this race. Tyler Cox has led 118 laps. Jonathan Hambrick has led 7. Sutherland Boswell has led 7. Joe Burchett has led 13. Riley Thompson has led 2. So Riley actually leading a couple laps today. To let you all know, the previous lap, it was Ramon J. Clark, the fastest with a 30.3. Then Sutherland Boswell, then Jonathan Hambrick, then Tyler Cox. Excuse me. It was Jonathan. Take a look at Ramon J. Clark trying to catch up to the 22 Joe Burchett. That is not for position. There is Joe Burchett. Right in front of Joe is Sutherland for third. Or, I'm sorry, fourth. Right in front of him is Jonathan Hambrick in third. Closing the gap. He is closing it. He is 1 second back, it looks like. Fastest lap that last time by was Jonathan Hambrick was the fastest that last time by with a 30.421. Then Tyler Cox with a 30.5. Then Clay Harris and then Sutherland Boswell. Times at the line this time. It was Jonathan Hambrick again with the fastest lap. Who has now moved up to second place. Clay Harris has actually fallen back to fourth. Sutherland Boswell third. Tyler Cox. This is going to come down between Jonathan and Tyler Cox, I do believe, with 23 laps to go at the line. Take a look at these laps. Tyler Cox fastest that time with a 30.598. Jono with a 30.691. John Kelly jumps up to second fastest that last time with a 30.680. John Kelly out of nowhere getting some speed down. Good lap for him. Times this time at the line. It will be Tyler Cox fastest. Jonathan Hambrick second still. Barely, just by a little bit. Not by much. John Kelly with the third fastest that time. Want to see if John can get some draft off Hal here, which would not surprise me if he does. And tries to make it a little bit faster and try to close the gap. 21 laps to go. Fastest at the line this time was none other than Tyler Cox fastest, with John Kelly second fastest with a 30.2. Tyler Cox with a 29.6. That's an amazing lap to be putting down this late in the race. That is absolutely amazing lap to be putting down in this race. You can see John Kelly, ninth place. However, he could go up another spot if something happens. Fastest at the line this time was Tyler Cox. Oh. I apologize. Clay Harris with the fastest that time by with a 29.6. Clay Harris is on pit road. It looks like we're going to have green flag pit stops one more time. It'll be a short pit. We're going to watch and see what the leader does when he's coming in. Just to let you know, John Kelly was the fastest that last time by. Tyler Cox not coming in yet. Fastest between first and second was Tyler Cox with a 31.099. John Hambrick with a 31.180. There's Clay Harris on the bottom, going to fall up behind Tyler. Should get around him pretty fast, I do believe, with fresh tires and stuff like that. And here comes the 14 on the pit road slowly, making that long stretch, and he is going fast. He better slow it way down. And I believe he made the speed. It's going to be close. Tyler Cox on pit road. Jonathan Hambrick on pit road. New leader is Riley Thompson. We're going to get the race off pit road. Between these two drivers. Tyler Cox with right side's done. John Hambrick right side's done. Left sides are up. There comes Sutherland Boswell. It looks like he only took 2 tires. And there goes Tyler. There goes John. We watched the leader. Once I figure out how. 16 laps to go, and Riley Thompson with an amazing run. Could be absolutely huge if he can make his stretch. I don't think he's going to be able to. He is coming to pit road this time. Sutherland Boswell will take the lead over. But will 2 tires hold out with 16 laps to go? Can Sutherland hang on to steal a win away from Tyler Cox? Be a huge win for Sutherland if he can get it done. Looking at the times, previous times, Sutherland Boswell was not the fastest. Looks like Joe Burchett was the fastest last time by. I'm sorry, Clay Harris was the fastest last time by. Then Joe Burchett, Tyler Cox, Ramon, Johnson, and Sutherland. We are down to 15 laps to go. And I hope my stream didn't stop for you guys. There we go. Looks like it's working good. And Tyler Cox for the lead. Sutherland did everything he could there to try to gamble. But can he hold on to second place? That's going to be the question. Fastest lap last time by was Tyler Cox with the 29.887. Clay Harris with the, just put down a faster lap with the 29.632. I'm going to go back and look at our in-race commentator, Jonathan Hambert, trying to close the gap. I think he's going to run out of time unless something happens. Fastest last time by was Tyler Cox with a 29.939. I'm sorry, 29.6. Yeah, 29.939. I do apologize. Just to let you know, his last pit stop took 15.2 seconds. Sutherland with the 8.3 second stop. Joe with the 14.6 second stop. So Joe with the fastest pit stop out of 4 tires. Riley Thompson with the 14.7. Tyler Cox looking for his second win of the year. Don't count out Sutherland. It looks like he is coming back strong. Sutherland has closed the gap. He is right in Tyler's tracks and trying to close it up. Working our way around turn number 3 into turn 4. We are coming to 8 laps to go this time by. We watched Sutherland trying to work off down the back stretch, trying to catch Tyler a little bit. We got Clay Harrison. Thought he dropped off the pace, but it looks like he's okay. Fastest time last time by was Tyler Cox is the only one in the 29-second range. The rest of them is 30s. Oh, Joe Burchett with the 29.917. But is it too late? 7 laps to go, 6 at the line. That's a strap. Tyler running 29.862. Really fast lap. Jonathan Hamburg with a 29.958. Joe with a 29.923. We are coming down just 5 laps to go. Tyler Cox has led almost every single lap, 137 to be exact, 138 and counting. Last time by, Jonathan Hamburg was the fastest. Oh, Joe Burchett was the fastest. I apologize for that. Sutherland Boswell making the 2-tire stop work. And this could give us a new points leader. Tyler brings us home. We are at 4 laps to go. Tyler still holding on to the fastest lap. Jonathan Hamburg drops back to fourth. And Jonathan Hamburg is off the pace. Not sure what happened. There's Jonathan Hamburg with a disappointing. He is keep dropping. We are on a white flag lap. Tyler Cox coming around turn number 2. Down the short back stretch. Nobody around him. He has led all 142 laps, making this 143. As Tyler Cox brings home the checker flag at Chicagoland Speedway. Wow, good run.
User was moved to your channel.
Good job, buddy.
Oh, I gotta throw up.
I need to get a picture real fast, if you don't mind.
Oh my god.
Tyler Cox with the win. Big win for him, I might add. Makes that 2 wins of the year. And most likely the new points leader. Sick and everything. How you feeling?
Sick but amazing.
Burn them up. Alright, man, I ain't going to talk to you too much.
Yep.
You dominated the race. Just to let you know, you led, to give you an exact number, you led 143 laps.
Holy crap.
Pretty dominating, pretty much. Just like Martinsville, you could be a favorite going forward. New points leader. Congratulations, man.
Thank you, man. I'd just like to thank, Center Force Racing and everybody a part of it. And,
You had somebody cheering you on, I believe. I believe you had a fan in the chat earlier. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but
probably deep and dirty.
maybe. But good job, man. I'm proud of you. I'll talk to you here soon.
Alrighty. I'll sit here for the picture.
I got it already.
Okay.
User was moved out of your channel.
We're going to get a couple interviews from everybody. We'll have to find out what happened. Give me just a second. We're going to talk to Jonathan Hambrick.
User was moved to your
Hey,
channel.
John, you got a copy?
Yeah.
What happened?
I was running for the win. If I couldn't get the win, I wasn't going to stop points from other people.
I see what you're saying. So basically, you just wanted to be fair with everybody.
Yeah.
I can understand that. I mean, completely understand that. You had a good run,
points,
though.
I'm not. Yeah. Was gaining on them there for a while, and then we had that pit stop, and we came out. It just, that half a pound of air just made me spin out, and then from then on, I couldn't keep up anymore.
That's what I was getting ready to ask you. Was that adjustment that you made might have been in the wrong direction that made you spin out? Because I know you was gaining on them there for a long time, and I was just curious if that's what happened.
Yeah, I just tried to grab a little bit more I could. I shouldn't even have messed with it, but
You did all you could, though. Good run, man. I'll get with you here soon. I got all the stats if you need it. So,
okay.
All right, bud.
User was moved out of your channel. User was moved to your channel.
This is going to be fun. Ramon, you got me?
Yes, I do, sir.
Well, you brought it home 5th after you was actually back at 9th at one point. Long race. Going to Indianapolis next week. What happened?
It was a horrible race for me. Got it set up like 20 minutes before the race. did a couple of laps when he set up. I would say about 8 laps, and it didn't go too well. In turn 3 and 4, for some reason, the truck kept getting loose, which caused me to spin, as you guys saw, twice.
Yeah.
And then I had another incident where I came into the pit lane, and for some reason the truck spun again. And then I was trying to get into the pit, but I had Joe behind me, and I was checking up to go into the pit. I was like, oh crap, no, Joe's just slowing down, so I had to go around again. But other than that, another thing too is that when I started to blink, I lost a lap for some odd reason. I don't know why.
Well, you did really good. You know, you were actually kind of surprised me. You even made it back up to fifth. I think you might have actually got your lap back. I'm not quite sure, but I know that you was 2 laps down at one point. But I don't know if you're going to be ahead in points. If not, if you are, it's not going to be by much. But if you're not, you're only going to be just a few points behind. So, should be interesting going to Indianapolis, and hopefully you'll get to checkered there.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't think I'll be leading in points anymore.
We'll check and see. It'll be posted soon if anybody's wanting to check it out. But we'll wait and see.
Yeah, yep.
All right, man. Good talking to you.
All right, man. Yep.
User was moved out of your channel.
All right, guys. That's all the interviews I'm going to do tonight. I just wanted to get them. Sutherland, I could get an interview, but his mic's off, so I'm not going to interview him. Joe, I could get an interview with, since I know a lot of you people are pulling for Joe. We'll get to him.
User was moved to your
Hey,
channel.
Joe, you got me?
Yes, sir.
Well, you brought it home third, and it looks like you're actually going to move up a spot in the points since Jack didn't make it this week. Anything you could have done different?
Probably went with my original setup. We all switched to Tyler's setup there right before the race. Probably should have stick with Jonathan's setup. I think we would have had a pretty good shot at it.
It kind of seemed that the long runs, wasn't really working out for everybody but Tyler. But, well, you're qualified for Indianapolis, and hopefully you'll pick up the checker there.
Yeah.
All right, man. Good talking to you.
User was moved out of your channel.
We're going to bring Sutherland in with a second place finish.
User was moved to your
Sutherland, you got
channel.
me?
I hear you.
Hey, man, good job. Seriously. You was ass pulling for you hard there when on that 2-tire stop. Anything you could have done to hold him off?
I don't know. I think taking 2 tires was the best I could do. I knew I would either fall back to 4th or possibly gain a spot or 2. I was hoping that he would stay out longer before he pitted, but he knew what to do. So congratulations to Tyler, and thanks to him for giving me the setup that I used tonight.
It's interesting. You're using Tyler's setup, so that's really interesting considering y'all finished 1-2. So apparently y'all both had a really strong truck. But I was looking at the lap times, and it looks like you was actually like 5th fastest, and you brought it home 2nd. That's a pretty good, top 5 finish. I know to move you up into points, and that's the main goal is try to get up here for the championship. But hopefully we'll see you here next weekend, and keep moving up the points, man. You're doing good.
Thanks. See you in Indy.
User was moved out of your channel.
All right, guys, that's all. I hope everybody enjoyed the race. Beast, I got to give you credit. Riley Thompson. I'm going to run down the rundown real fast. We got Tyler Cox first. Sutherland Boswell brings it home 2nd in the Van Chevrolet. Joe Burchett brings it home 3rd. Big finish for him getting up there. Riley Thompson, man, good job, dude. You brought it home 4th in the 39 truck. Advocare. And good job for you, man. Really proud of you. You did a good job. Ramon Clark, after battling back after a few accidents, you heard him say it, brings it home 5th. Clay Harris brings it home 6th place. Clay had a really good run. I would really like to get him. I'm going to bring him down. We're going to talk to him real fast and see what happened.
User was moved to your channel.
Hey, Clay, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
All right, so you was up there. You had a really fast truck. What happened?
I just drove the car, didn't save my stuff till the end.
I'm looking at the fastest laps. You actually had the 2nd fastest lap out of everybody the whole race. You and Jonathan was the fastest out of everybody. Is there anything you could have done besides save your stuff or no?
Yeah, pretty much all I could do is save my stuff, and pit road entry got me real big tonight. I had 2 mishaps on pit road.
All right, man. It was a good race. Hopefully see you here soon, and I'll talk to you in a little bit, man.
Yeah, good luck to y'all.
User was moved out of your channel.
All right, so that was Clay Harris, who brought it home 6th. Jonathan Hambert brought it home 7th. John Kelly with the 8th place finish, who actually ran really fast laps there at the end. And not a bad finish for John Kelly. I'm laughing because Hal brought it home 9th, and I know Hal probably wanted a little bit better run than that. I'm not laughing at him.
User joined your channel.
It is kind of funny, looking at him where he finished, because I know he could have done better. Then we got Doc Stout brought it home 10th, and TJ Hayes with the starting park brought it home 11th. All right, guys, that's it for this weekend. We'll be back next weekend for Indianapolis. I'm going to pop it up really fast on the overlay so you can see it. You can see it right there. So we'll see you then. Thanks for watching, and talk to you all soon.
Hey, are you still in the...
Well, he's never had a sponsor and he's running short on cash. Pulled ahead in Sunday's race and the car ran out of gas. He's had a streak of luck and has run from bad to worse. He only wants to know what it's like to finish first. Getting kind of tired, all the dust that he's been tasting. It's kind of hard to swallow, but remember, that's just racing. Well, that's just racing. It happens all the time. You can't expect the unexpected from the start to the finish line. Well, that's just racing. It ain't no big thing. But you gotta hang tough if you wanna be a stock car king. Well, his car was running better than it ever ran before when the local hot rod hero pulled up right beside his door. They ran him paint to paint and he kept it in the groove. Pushed him to the wall when he went to make his move. When the race was over, the driver that was chasing smiled at him and said, "Brother, that's just racing." Well, that's just racing. It happens all the time. You can't expect the unexpected from the start